Alright people, welcome back to another video in our MITRE attack series. So today we are going to cover the last sub-technique of 1591, and that is identify roles. So in general we are here within gather victim organization information, and yeah, let's see what we can learn today. Today's video is going to be a little bit more detailed than the last one. So the last time we after 5 minutes we had everything, we've seen everything. This time it's different. So here is the research has been done a little bit deeper. That's good. So let's do this a little bit like this. I want to have the procedure examples there as well, and I will copy them like this without the header so that it fits nicely. You know what to expect already of these videos, so let's put at least the word over here like this. Okay, so here, procedure examples. It looks a bit messy, but you are familiar by now with the style that we are working with, right? So let's take a look. So today we have Monday the 22nd December still. So this will be the last video for today of the MITRE attack for me, recording them all in one go. And yeah, I'm happy that I found this gather victim organization information today and found motivation to record it. I learned quite something. I hope you learned something too throughout this week. There has been 5 videos on the topic. So we are here in the reconnaissance phase again of the kill chain. Nobody took credit for it. That's the same thing for the entire 5 techniques. So there is potential to put your name on it by enhancing the depth of the research a little bit. And yeah, let's see what they write. So adversaries may gather information about identities and roles within victim organization that can be used during targeting. So yeah, so let's mark this down. So it's about identities and roles. I mean, the title already says identify roles, yes, but information about business roles may reveal a variety of targeted details, targetable details, including identifiable information for key personnel. Yes, so I struggled with these words a little bit. So let's read it again. Information about business roles may reveal a variety of targetable details, including identifiable information. Yes, so that is for me, it's a tongue twister over here. For key personnel as well as data resources they have access to. Let's mark this whole sentence. You want to know who's working in a company and what resources can they access. And then the bottom sentence we are not going to read, it's the same thing. Is it smart to copy paste 4 times the same thing within the sub techniques? Because people like us, they don't even read this anymore. So I think copy paste information should be avoided as much as possible. They might simply write refer to 1591 for further details. They might just shorten this down, but I think they noticed that there's not much text, so they copy pasted it. So yes, there is room for improvement. Should we improve it at some point? I mean, we have a MITRE attack reading series. We might have together just sit down and I would just brainstorm ideas of how to enhance the depth of this here. And we might together identify it. And then simply link the video to MITRE attack and they can figure out how to build it in. We might do that, people. But the thing is, this wouldn't be a series then, because there is not much to improve in MITRE attack. They are doing such a great job, free of charge. Okay, so don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about MITRE attack, because it would be utterly unfair to complain about information that you get for free. It's easily accessible, it's nicely structured, and the people who are doing this in general are serious professionals. So let's not get into this complaining mode here. It's absolutely unfair to do this in the context of MITRE. But still, we can point out rooms for improvement at least. And if we find something like this, might as well improve it ourselves. Not hope for somebody to jump by and do it. So you guys of this community here, feel free to jump in and do that. Maybe, just maybe, I will find the time to do that myself. But the thing is, we would have to... Wait a minute. I don't have to put my real name in because, as you might have noticed, I'm not disclosing my identity here. But we might write cybersecurity standards here as a as a YouTuber's name. Yeah, there's some. Let's see if we do this. Let's see. But let's follow up with the procedures. So we have now Fin7. Slowly but surely I recognize these names. So Operation Dream Job, that I don't recognize, but Lapsus, Fin7 and Volt Tycoon. Hexane I think we've read as well. And they all has identified executives, human resources and IT staff. So they just identify employees of a company. Yeah, nothing exciting, but still, you got to know that stuff like this exists. Okay, now let's watch now the mitigation. Does it fit all on one side? Yeah, I think it does. I think on one page, I mean. Yes, it nicely fits. That's good. Okay, so let's do it like this then. Like this, and read the rest of this. Let's switch back to reading mode. So what do we have? So mitigation and detection, as usual, efforts should be focused on minimizing the amount of information you share. There's not much you can do about that. Same for detection. Focus on initial access, the next step. You can't detect or mitigate much of reconnaissance because a lot of that information might come straight from the newspaper. But they have more references this time. So if they only have one references, as in the last video, it's a bit weak. But here you have again seals, this 300 million record stuff, we had that. BlackBerry research. I didn't know that these guys even had a research team. Let's mark those. That's interesting. So BlackBerry, I know them for the phones, right? But ever since the iPhone is on the market, the BlackBerry doesn't play a big role anymore. SecureWorks, okay, Clear Sky again, Mystic again, another Clear Sky. Who is Breitenbacher? It's a German name. Operation Interception, targeted attacks against European aerospace and military companies. 2020. And then you have again CISA. Yeah, the stuff that catches my eye here was BlackBerry Group. Let me know what research, what papers you are interested in. I will cover them then. But yeah, so far so good. So we have another video under 10 minutes. So that contradicts my statement of one of the earlier phases that you can't really educate yourself on cybersecurity in 5 minutes, but if it's small chunks like that, you can. So we have now an understanding of what it means to gather organizational information and specifically identify the roles. We know that it's in the reconnaissance life cycle phase of the adversary. We have a little bit marked down. It's about identities and roles. We had a tongue twister in here. It's also a nice experience to have that every now and then. Key personnel, data resources. So that's what you want to look out for. Some names that we are familiar with, they do that kind of stuff. And about mitigation detection, as with the other 4 sub-techniques and with the main technique 1591, we know that there's not much you can mitigate or detect. Awareness campaigns, I guess, would be helpful, indirectly at least. So far so good. Thank you for watching then. As usual, thank you for spending time on cybersecurity. It is time well spent, especially if it's like 10 minutes like this time. And yeah, see you in the next video then. Goodbye.